How's everybody doing?
Very good.
So I'm Bobby Leaf and I'm a farrier. So what I do is I take care of horses' feet, their hooves. So first I'm going to pass around what I normally put on a racehorse. So this is a front shoe. I like to use shoes with a layer of rubber on the shoe to help absorb shock concussion in the front legs and feet. And this is a hind shoe. It has a traction device on it, so it helps them dig into that dirt surface, kind of deep and heavy, sandy. I'm going to pass those around. These are my trim tools. So before you put a shoe on a horse, you need to trim its feet because they grow like a fingernail and they need to be maintained every 4 to 6 weeks. So these are my chaps, and they protect my legs from getting banged up. I don't have a horse to demonstrate on, but we typically hold the horse's foot right between our knees like this. And you pull off the shoe that you previously had on, and you will trim the bulk of the foot off with your nippers, which are very sharp. They can cut your finger off. And then you use your rasp, which has a rough side and a smooth side. So you use your rough side to cut a substantial amount of hoof off, and you use your smooth side to smooth it over so you have a nice level platform to nail the shoe on. If you want to pass this around, you can see the two sides of the rasp are very different. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to show you how I shape the shoe. So after you trim your horse's foot, you need to shape the shoe accordingly. This is my rounded hammer and this is my stall jack. So you get your shoe, proper shoe for whatever horse it is. We got a lot of different kinds of shoes for different horses. You can like open that shoe up, make it wider. See, you can see, make it a lot wider by doing that. Or you can even close it up, make it more narrow. You can turn the heel of the shoe in or out, whatever you want. However you gotta shape it, you gotta shape every shoe accordingly to each horse. And then you nail it on. I'll pass around a horseshoe nail. Each shoe has nail holes in it that go around the outside of the foot, so it's directing your nail in the hard, desensitized part of the foot, because inside that lies sensitive tissue and a bone, so you need to be careful nailing. These nails are designed to curve out of the foot, so you need to make sure every nail is pointed the correct way so you don't hurt the horse. You'll see those nails are not like wall nails. They're can we pass that around so everybody can see it? They're not like nails that you drive into the wall. They're very thin, and like I said, they curve a certain way, so every nail needs to be positioned the correct way. Driving hammer. What else? Oh, and I want to show you all an alternative to nailing a shoe on, because some horses can't take nails in their feet. There are a good amount of horses that have very weak hooves. So when that's the case, we glue the shoes onto the horses. This is called Equilux. It's a hoof glue. It's 2 parts. It turns into a solid and you mix it together. So you can actually rebuild a damaged hoof with that, or you can apply it to glue on shoes. So I'm going to pass around what's called a sigafu. You actually apply the glue to this cuff and glue it onto the horse's foot. The horse's hoof sits in it like this, and it's glued to the front of the hoof. So the hoof is actually resting on a layer of shock absorbent plastic. It's very good for bruised feet, sore feet.
You can also buy these shoes for special situations. I have a horse that has a navicular cyst, and he actually has rocker glue-ons so that it takes the pressure off the coffin bone, so that it's more comfortable for the horse. And you know, when you get into specialized shoeing, it gets to be more expensive, but I can attest that sometimes the glue-ons are the answer. Does anybody have any questions about what he's talked about? This gentleman right here. Go ahead. Speak up.
How do the wobble on those things on the metal things?
Oh, how does it stay on here?
Yeah.
It's like adhered on there with some kind of glue. So you can peel this up it's kind of hard because that adhesive between the shoe and the rubber is really strong, but it's glued on there pretty good, so it won't fall off.
Some of my thoroughbreds have glue ones, but they're not racing their show horses. But are there race horses that you're putting glue-ons on?
Yes, and what I like to do with racehorses, this is what I would normally put on a racehorse. It's called a Yasha glue-on shoe. So the glue is applied to this urethane pad here. It sticks really well to it, and it's glued directly to the foot. It has a little traction device on the top of it. So this urethane, though, other than being really shock absorbent for the horse, yeah, it's good for their joints too. I mean, like a horse with some kind of a navicular issue or coffin joint issue or even an ankle issue, these will make them a lot more comfortable, and you can get the toe back a lot further. You can almost get their toe down as far as you can, and they'll still be comfortable in these shoes because they absorb so much shock.
Any other questions? We're going to move on. Right around the corner.
Can the horses feel the nails?
If you drive them in the wrong spot, yes. That's why you need to shape your shoes correctly, accordingly, and you need to be able to tell if the horse's hoof wall is too thin to nail to, then you need to go to glue.